notes and everything. So sad. In 2016, we've been to a lot of places. We have travelled over 12,000 kilometres, gone on 21 buses, 7 planes, at least 12 taxis, 5 trains, 3 boat rides, 29 cities, as well as various other villages, 13 countries, countless museums, endless statues, 2 huge backpacks with a mama bear attached to one, me attached to the other, and 1 very annoying mammoth. All of these things I've realised maybe doesn't give me all the qualifications, but it gives me a little bit of an insight into travelling, and maybe I could give you a couple of tips that I have picked up on the way. The first tip I would give, I think, would be to not go by yourself. To travel with other people kind of gives you that little bit more. You can share your experience, you can gain ideas of places to go with them. You know, you might see things that you wouldn't see necessarily if you were on your own. And if you get lonely, you know, you've got someone to chat to. My next piece of advice, or my next travel tip, would be to always have a plan B. The amount of times that we got lost on our travels is unbelievable, actually. But we always made sure to have a plan B. When we were in that panic mode of something kind of not happening, we'd be like, okay, so what's the next plan? What are we going to do from here? And again, going back to not being on your own, you've got somebody else to kind of help you in those panicky situations where you're just like, I don't know what to do. I'm in a strange place. I'm in a different country. I don't know anybody around me. I don't really trust anybody around me. What on earth do I do? Yeah, have that backup plan just in case it doesn't work out, because more than likely, if you have a plan B, you won't need it. If you don't have a plan B, you'll need one, and you'll need to get one quickly. Now, we had 1 big backpack each. Depending on where you're travelling to and what you're going to be doing, you might want a suitcase, you might want a backpack, you might want a hold-all, you might want something with wheels, you know. We had backpacks. I kind of wish that we had little wheelie suitcases because our shoulders were in a lot of pain. But you can get travel-sized raincoats, you can get travel-sized towels, you can get lots of small things that can help you create more space in your baggage to take what you actually need to take. You don't need loads of makeup or hair products. I can't believe I'm saying this. You don't need lots of hair products or makeup to take with you travelling, you know, just, you don't care. You get so hot and flustered or cold, you get tired, so you're rubbing your face, your hair just ends up in a big bun on top of your head, and you don't need all the things you think you need. Trust me, I've been there. The next piece of advice I think I would give would be to document it as much as you can. Obviously, you don't want to be living through the camera, but you want to remember it. Your memory won't be the same. You're not going to remember every single little cool detail. So whether you want to take cool pictures of you and your friends traveling or make videos like I've done, I don't care who watches them, but I have something for me in 5, 10, 12 years time. Even next week, if I want to look at these videos, I have a memory. It's amazing how much you forget when you're traveling for a long period of time and you go to lots of different places. I watch these videos back and I'm like, wow, we did that and we did that and we did that, and I'd completely forgotten about it. So document it in any which way you can. Another thing would be to try and learn a little bit of the language. You don't have to take an intensive course for a month before you go somewhere. Just, you know, have a quick Google of what please and thank you is, and hello and goodbye, just to show a little bit of respect to other people and to other cultures, as well as maybe taking some respect in covering your shoulders, your legs. If you're in a certain country, if you're in a Muslim country, be respectful of other people's cultures, because it's only fair, you're in their country. Show some respect. I said before about having a plan B. Mum and I had kind of a working plan for our entire journey, which would suit some people like us. We like to be very organised and have a plan and know exactly what we're doing. For other people, they might just want to wing it and, you know, plan as much as they want to. You don't have to plan every single second of every day. Let some things be spontaneous. Go with the flow a little bit, but if you feel more comfortable travelling and having a plan, then do so. The most important thing is for you to feel comfortable whilst you're travelling, and so you can have a good time and you can experience and you can look back and say, yeah, I really enjoyed that. But if you are going to go travelling and go to places for very short amounts of time, you might want to have a little look and see what there is to see in that place. For example, if you're in Rome for 2 days, you really need to pick and choose what you want to do in those 2 days, because there's so much in everywhere you go, really. There's so much to do. Maybe plan just a little bit, and it will help in heaps and bounds as you're going through, and make things a lot easier for you. I'll put some websites in the description-y thing down below to give an idea of different websites that have helped us while we've been traveling. One of them is Workaways, where you live and work with hosts in different places. You can learn different skills. A lot of them you get free accommodation and food for a few hours work a day. Woofing and Workaways, you pay for the subscription, but if you use it, and that's a cheap way that you want to travel, it's fantastic. It's really, really good. I'd recommend that a lot. Airbnb, you go and stay in somebody's house. Obviously you pay, but they can show you around the area if you want to. There's websites like Couchsurfing, booking.com for your average kind of hostel or hotel room, or Hostel Packer or Hostel World. I'll put those down below because they cover every country, I think, which is pretty good. And the last website which we loved, which Mum loved in particular, was a website called Rome to Rio. If you want to get from A to B, this website, you put in where you need to go and it will give you a route. It will tell you how much it is. It will tell you whether a plane or a train or a car or what other modes of transport, a bus, will get you there quicker. You can book things on the website. It's really, really good, and it makes traveling so much easier when you don't understand a language, you can't figure out where a bus goes from. Rome to Rio is a really good website, so that'll be down there as well. And finally, the last piece of advice would be to have fun, because fun is the main part of traveling. You see the world and you're going to have an amazing time. You'll have bad days, you'll have good days when you're traveling. Some days will feel never ending, whether it's because it's tipping it down with rain and it's really depressing, or you get lost 1,000 times, or everywhere you want to go to is closed. But it's all an experience, and you need to kind of think on the positive side a little bit more and just appreciate everything around you. So if you want to see some of the places that we've been to, and get a little bit of an idea of what that place is about, feel free. His blogs are down below. Feel free to subscribe as well. There will be more traveling in the future. Hopefully there'll be a link to some playlists, maybe here. We'll go for here. There'll be some form of link here to other videos or playlists to see if there's anywhere else that you would like to go. That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it and it's helped just a little bit for your possible future traveling experience bonanzas. Okay, Zoe, I'm gonna go now. See you next time. Have a good day, morning, evening, or night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.